I'm just heading to the airport because I missed my flight. I never sleep through, but I guess I slept through my alarm a few times. But anyways, I'm just heading to the airport. Um, yeah, what a night.
What's up, you guys? It's your host, Luis Villalon, and I know that you are just as sad as I am because there is no new episode of The Culture Clash this week. But don't worry, because I wanted to come and talk to you, so I decided to make this little Monday blues type of feeling, but I missed my flight, so unfortunately I could not get this out on time. But here I am. I'm here with you. I know that we're used to having a co-host every week, but today is just you and I. You're going to be my co-host today. I had such an amazing weekend, you guys. If you follow us on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, then you probably have seen like everything that happened. We were out at dinner. I went to see Miss Kylie. We had some big meetings. There are many surprises coming in the next few weeks. So we're really, really excited to share all of that information about Pride and being able to help the community and be a part of the community. I'm going to leave the link below, CincinnatiPride.org, where you can even donate money or you can volunteer if you want to help out during the parade or any other events. Okay, but let's get to what I'm here for. I am here to tell you all about my crazy weekend. So first of all, shout out to Social House here in Cincinnati. They invited the Culture Clash team to a little bit of a dinner. They just opened up a few weeks ago. If you're not familiar with Social House, it's this members only building social club here in Cincinnati that's so beautiful. But they opened up the restaurant that is usually only for members. They opened it up to the public for Restaurant Week here in Cincinnati. And the team and I were just so lucky to have been invited. And then after the dinner, they took us around and gave us a little tour. They got us champagne. We got to see the rooftop. We got to see the gym, like all of the really, really cool spots that this new social club has to offer here in Cincinnati. So that's what I did Friday. And then on Saturday, I did a lot of errands. Then I got to work at the FC game, which we won. Yay, go FC Cincinnati. And then I did not go out Saturday night because the following day, Sunday, I had one of the craziest adventures of my life. I took a flight at 4 a.m. from Cincinnati to Orlando, Florida, just to see Miss Kylie Minogue in concert. Holy shit. It was so surreal, you guys. It was crazy. So I flew from Cincinnati to Orlando, and I got there like around 8:30 in the morning and went straight to the hotel, checked in. I took like a 2-hour nap, woke up. I went and had a little lunch. I used to live in Orlando for about a year, so I was somewhat familiar with the city. I went and had a little Cuban sandwich, which was delicious. I got to go to Pulse, the nightclub. I'm sure that you're familiar with Pulse nightclub. It was a surreal moment, you guys. Like I said, I lived in Orlando for about a year, about 10 years ago. And in fact, Pulse nightclub was the very last bar that I ever visited before I left Orlando. I had not been back to Orlando since I moved out, and it was very bittersweet to go back to the memorial. I shed a little tear. It was so horrific. It was just so sad. Even though the place felt sad and you felt this really bad energy, you also felt this contrasting energy of love. There were so many sweet messages, pictures of all of the victims, flowers, and it was really sad. But I'm so glad that I paid my respect to all of those angels who lost their life, to those 49 victims of that tragic day. You will always be in our hearts. You will always be our family. You will always be a part of our community. So I get back to my hotel. I don't know about you, but any big event in my life, whether it's a concert, a wedding, or just simply going out on a Saturday night, getting ready is probably one of my favorite things. It takes me like 2 to 3 hours. If you know, you know. You know, like you're running back and forth, you're having a little cocktail, you're playing music, and you get sidetracked, and that's my favorite time. Like, do not rush me to get ready. Yes, I could get ready in 30 minutes, but if I have my way, you give me 2 to 3 hours, and I'm the happiest man. You know, a few little shots, just 2. just to get it going. Even though like you like had the physical ticket and it said where I was seating, it's never like real until like you walk in the venue and you see exactly where you're sitting. Like I love that. So I walked in because I was on the floor. There was this like little lounge area where you can have cocktails, where you could like hang out until the concert started, which by the way was $20 for a glass of wine. In this economy. Thank God I was a little tipsy because one, I didn't care to pay for it, and two, you know, I think I had maybe I had some drinks throughout the concert. I stayed happy, let's say that. But anyways, so I'm sitting here at the lounge. Mind you, I'm there by myself because no one else in the team could go. So I twist my arm. I went by myself. So I get a drink. I'm hanging out for a little bit. And then I found out, or I remember, that Rita Ora is opening for Kylie. I'm like, oh, I have to see her. So then I go up to like watch Rita Ora. And then as I go to take my seat, I realize that the two people behind me is my friend John Warner and his partner. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what are you guys doing here? Like, out of thousands of people in this place, you guys are literally sitting like just behind me, like crazy, just like right here behind me. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be such a fun night. Then I make friends with the girl that was sitting next to me, who was also there by herself, a huge Kylie fan. We make friends with the other two guys that were sitting next to her. And then we become friends with a guy and another girl that were sitting next to me. So like we just turned into this big group who are already turned, who are ready to have fun. And it was just magical. The girl, she just comes up on the little stairs. She is so little, so fragile, like a little butterfly that I just wanted to like bubble wrap and make sure that not even the wind touches her. She was so cute. I was like from here to where you guys are, like just so close to her. She did a few numbers. I was just having a blast, like just such an amazing show. The girl that I had met, she had a sign. Kylie read her sign. She almost shed her pants. We were just in awe. And then after she went to the big stage again, they said that we could just stay wherever we were and keep dancing. So it just turned into a big dance party. It was truly for the gays and the girls. I think 95% of the audience was gays and girls. So then after that, I was pretty drunk. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. In fact, I walked from the venue back to my hotel. It's probably like, I don't know, it wasn't too far. I was already drunk. I was on cloud nine, so it didn't matter. And my idea was that I was going to go home, change, and meet up at Southern Nights, which is this bar downtown, this bar in Orlando. I was so hungry that I was like, you know what? I have a flight to catch. I'm just gonna order some food, take a little nap. I had McDonald's and Wawa. I had a chicken wrap from Wawa and McDonald's. It was also like just one of the best meals. I don't know if I was drunk, but girl, that McChicken was juicy. The fries were, like I don't know what it was. It was just so good. I think maybe I was just so high in life that everything was just perfect at that moment. Then I set my alarm, several alarms. My flight was leaving at 6 in the morning. I had to be at the airport at 5. I wake up and it's 5:30 in the morning. And I'm like, oh shit, my alarm is going off. And I was like, okay, all right. At that moment, I had two options: to freak out and rush to the airport.
But then I was like, okay, if I rush to the airport, it's going to take me 30 minutes through security. My flight leaves in 30 minutes.
So I rolled over. I switched my flight, but instead of leaving at 6 in the morning, I was now leaving at 4 p.m. So I was like, great. There was just nothing that could bring me down. It was just such a beautiful and magical night in Orlando. Went over to the airport, grabbed my flight, and I literally made it home last night. Like, it was just a roller coaster. It was just a whirlwind of craziness. So yeah, that was my weekend. I hope you guys' this weekend was just as amazing. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. I'll see you around. Make sure that you guys are subscribing on our YouTube, following us on our Instagram, theculture_clash, as well as our TikTok. You guys have a beautiful week. Bye.